Part 2, brothers and sisters. On this tranny shit, you know. And so, like I've said, these brothers, you know, need to come on out the closet. I mean, R. Kelly, the whole kit and caboodle. P. Diddy, you know, Pimp C was murdered because Pimp C was about to expose, you know, all of them. Russell Simmons, you know, how they got to go through the gay gamut to get a record deal, to get some endorsements. So Clive Davis, Jimmy Iovine, Ted Field, you know, all Tommy Mottola, all of the motherfucking butt pirates, you know, that seek and to destroy these young men. Turn them out, turn them in, turn them out, fuck them over. And if you run your mouth, you'll be found in a trunk somewhere. You know, because they should never got away with it when they did Pimp C, when they murdered Pimp C before he was about to expose him. You know, nobody avenged that brother's death. You know, and now everybody wants to, like I explained to you all about how they keep making these Tupac documentaries about Biggie, who killed them. It will never, ever be solved. Let's get that straight. Let's just get that straight. These are just money-making schemes for these people who have no clue about how the music industry is ran. Have no clue about the streets, because they're not about that life. They're not about that life. You know, it's just about promotion. It's just about exposure, airtime. People doing anything, doing any and everything to get some national TV time, in hopes that someone will be interested in them. And once they do, they're gonna run them through the gamut too. Ask Lala, ask Taraji P. Henson, ask Will Smith, Denzel too. You know, he may not have laid down with Clive or any of the directors or anything. You know, but you know, they perform oral sex on him. These motherfucking white pedophile crackers. So you gotta watch how certain people get picked for all these movies. Some of them do 3 movies a year. You know, and you can tell by their personalities and how they act and some of the roles that they play. Look at Taraji. Done everything. Been a hood rat. You know, been with Kevin Costner. Been with an Iranian dude in movies. You know, they willing to do anything. They willing to get down like that. Viola Davis. You know, even though they are phenomenal actors, but we still can't have a blind eye to the behaviors and activities and rituals that they participate in. You know, now what they do at these parties, they rub bat blood and semen on walls and make these stars finger paint different pictures and objects on the wall with their fingers, you know, into semen and blood. You know, and so, you know, all these rappers that have gotten down wearing fingernail polish, wearing women's clothes, spandex, you know, all of this shit that goes on, you know, as a result of this industry, which is totally fucking demonic. You know, and it has spilt over into the homes of our babies. dance moms where they make these little children, they make these little babies twerk, you know, put lipstick on a 2 and 3 year old and have them twerking, to get a deal, in a commercial or some shit like that, And then these older people, these pedophiles, will sit there and sex them up. Look at John Benet Ramsey. She was sexually abused, and her parents did that. They did that, but they had money, and they could, and that was what you call the perfect murder. But by them having money and a stake in the community, and threatened to take them, pay off all the judges and policemen and commissioners in that town, they let them slide with that. They pretended like they were so close into getting them that all that shit was an act. Ratisha Boyd, the little 8-year-old girl that was abducted here by that motherfucking nigga, who raped and killed that girl, even though the police murdered him, which I don't give a fuck about him. He was a motherfucking pedophile. But the mother who allowed this motherfucker to take her daughter,
watch out.
She shouldn't be out here. She should not have any freedom. So, to Tony the Rant, come on out the closet. People will, they'll respect you better. Because if not, what may happen? They may take all of your brother's endorsements. Nike may, or Reebok, or Adidas may say, we ain't fucking with this dude. His brother up here on YouTube and social media, fucking men in the ass. And something, like I said, hurt people. He been fucked in his little butt. So that made him comfortable with, he's on get back now for someone pulling the B&E on his ass. So that's enough of that, and this New Year's coming in, this is the time for
music production.
In 2018, everyone has an opportunity for total change. Total change. Let go of the bad habits. Let go of your insecurities. Stop holding grudges and resentments against one another. I look at Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed going at it like two women to solve what? Nothing. But aside from that, you brothers and sisters out there, if you're struggling, let somebody know that you're struggling. With alcohol, drugs, gossiping, food. Change your diet. Once you change your diet, your way of thinking will change. Drink your greens. And that's what I do. I have to make some changes. And you'll feel much better about yourself. Make the year prosperous. Make things work for you for a change. Stop spending so much time focusing on other things and other people. People gonna be people. A lot of times we get upset at some of the things that our people do that we truly love. But at the same time, what we need to do Has asked the ancestors and the Creator, to come visit them and work in their lives and help them. Because we all need help. Don't go to sleep at night, miserable, worrying, angry, especially over things you cannot control. Release those people. Release that bullshit out of you. Say to yourself, cry out to the ancestors. If you're hurting inside, you have a lot of anger, you have a lot of anxiety. You don't feel sometimes that it's worth it. But it is worth it. Each day that you get up is worth it. It's another shot at liberation that you may see with these eyes, with your eyes. And so, walk in your own greatness. Understand who you are. Develop your foundation. Make a solid foundation where it can't be rocked. Nobody can stick you up and commit spiritual and moral robbery on your mind, your heart, and your energy, and your soul. And you'll find that things will get better and better. Because we are in some trying, fucked up times, real fucked up times. We're dying, at an alarming rate. We're being murdered. We are murdering. We're eating ourselves into an oblivion. We walk around toxic in our thinking. And what you eat, what you eat comes out comes out of your mouth. Because the same thing you put in is the same thing that's going to come out. If you're eating filth, you're going to talk filth. But if you're thinking right, sometimes we have to cry, and crying with the tears is like pouring a libation within your own spirit and soul and energy. Crying out to the ancestors. Help me. Crying to the Creator. Whatever you call him or her. I prefer the she. And you will find out that you will overcome and conquer all the things that you have anxieties about.
Music Productions.
We are the original people. We are the strongest people on the planet. That's why they work day and night trying to find a way to exterminate us on mass levels. Because they know who we are. We just don't know who we are. But each day that the Creator and ancestors breathe life into you, that's another opportunity for you to find out who you really are. We're the greatest people that ever visited the planet. Everyone comes from us. And we at the top of the food chain, the black man, for extermination. And all our black youths are not fucking thugs and drug addicts and drug dealers and convicts. It's a lot of our babies, a lot of our youths that are out here working, that are out here trying, that don't use drugs, that are not hanging out, that are doing the right things. And those are the ones that we are depending on. Our future lawyers and doctors. We don't need any more basketball players. We don't need anybody else to run a pigskin up and down the field. We don't need nobody to play golf or none of that. But we need people we need our youths and our babies that are going to be they're going to play major roles and have major positions in our liberation and salvation. In terms of being lawyers, doctors, surgeons, newscasters, law enforcement, decent law enforcement. So, you know, let's take our time and let's grow as a unit. You know, my suggestion: get a piece of paper this evening and write all the things down that's holding you back from your personal growth and development. You know, write the things down that are hindering you from finding out who you really are. That, you know, the things that are hindering you from your own greatness. And you write it down, whether it's people, places, or things. And you burn it, you get rid of it, you release it, let it go. Let it go. Because most of the things that we allow to anger us and frustrate us and put us in anxiety mode, we have no control over. And that's where you know, I don't believe in shit. I know. Believe is just the middle words is lie. I know who the creators, and the ancestors. And believe me, they'll come and visit you and give you instructions. You know, by way of dreams. You know, so, and you know, begin to eat right. Think right. You know, probably been years since you've been in school, since you've done any type of academic studies or read any books of any of significance in terms of our glorious history. Not his story, our history, our story. You know, some of the things that are uncomfortable, you got to do some things that you don't want to do to get some of the results that you want. Just think about that for a minute. You know, say it out loud. Just repeat after me. I am great. I am beautiful. I am the most precious creation that God and the Creator has placed on this planet. I am going to love myself from this point on. I will eliminate all unnecessary thoughts and behaviors. I will learn to love more, to love hard, to give myself a break from internal turmoil and anger. I release all that today. I will ask the ancestors to guide me, because they paved the way and they sacrificed their lives for me to have the luxuries that I don't appreciate sometimes. I will love to enjoy the simpler things in life. Some of the best things in life are free. But I have to be free to enjoy. And just walk in your own greatness, brothers and sisters. It's alright. I'm doing something different on these videos. I didn't use a lot of profanity today. You know, That doesn't mean that tomorrow I might go hard, you know. But today, you know, this is about having some leadership and guiding my people into this next solar system. Because Mercury is in retrograde. And I'm not going to break that down because a lot of times you have to do research. Because some of us just want to educate ourselves through somebody else on a video. And a lot of times that's cool. But where does your personal work and research come in at? Where you can say, you did this, you did the work. You know, because everybody wants to, you know, and you brothers, you know, leave that fake gangster shit alone. You know, some of you 50, 60 years old. And you're not about that life for real. Because one of these babies will take your ass out at the drop of a hat. And some of you, your bark is extremely loud, and your bite, you don't even have teeth to bite with. You know, if you're going to stand up to the enemy. Stand up to your natural born enemy. You know, when it comes to the cracker, you have nothing to say. You can hear a roach piss on a washcloth when the motherfucking cracker come around. And that's something that you're going to have to work on. We're all going to have to work on that. A step into our adversaries. Step into our oppressor. That doesn't make sense. If we on a plantation, we in slavery. We spend our time fighting each other instead of trying to get free and fighting the oppressor, fighting the slave master who has us in bondage. And it's the same way today. Because a lot of you are cowards. You really don't want that work. Because you don't have that work in you. So find something. Get in where you fit in at. Everybody can't be a warrior on the front line. Your mouth may say that, but you're not built for that. So get in where you fit in. You know, and that's all I'm gonna say for right now. Hotel, Black Power. And I know the holidays are pretty rough, you know, because the people that are not here, you know, some of us, including myself, had to deal with family members. You know, this is the first time, you know, why everybody, because I don't celebrate the holidays, but why everybody else is enjoying the holidays. You know, this is the first season where I don't have my sister, who's basically my other half. She's not with us, so what I do is not let her pass and go in vain. So I represent her as well to the fullest. I represent my wife, my queen. I represent my daughter, my grandchildren, my mother, you know, and myself and the Creator that's in me, the God that's in me. Because I am a God. Without doubt or contradiction. Just some food for thought, brothers and sisters. Peace.